A fatal flaw of many first-time DMs is their attempts to play God. Now, by this, I don't mean a DM whose ego is taken over and they see the player characters as mere pawns in the story that they play out the way they want to. With the label God, though, comes the expectations of all-seeingness, all-knowingness, all-beingness, if you will, and humans can't really do that. This is where I see a lot of first-time DMs trip up. They make a situation and they think they have to know everything that the players are going to do before they do it. Or they make an NPC and they make decisions with that NPC from knowledge that they as the DM have, but not that particular NPC has. Most of the time, this merely becomes a question of information hygiene. Where do you keep all the information that each character knows that you're playing? Or it becomes a question of separation of person from game. How much does the DM want a specific outcome versus the outcome that's actually coming out with the die rolls and the rules of the game? This is admittedly hard. It's complicated. There's a lot to keep track of. There's many different characters and forces at play in any world at any given point. For it to feel like a world, it's going to be a little overwhelming, and that's kind of good. But I think there are two key things that you can keep in mind to help you steer away from making this mistake. The first is that every time you speak as a dungeon master to the players, you are playing a character. Now, some of you may be thinking,
well, but what about narration? Like, that's not really a character.
It may not be a voice or a funny accent, but narration is a characteristic all its own. And if you take from writers like Kurt Vonnegut, then maybe the narrator isn't an unbiased narrator after all. This can obviously help with NPCs accidentally metagaming as well. The more that you can keep track of that information by saying, I have a narrator who knows nothing or knows X, and keeping track of that separately from I have a character who knows nothing or knows X, then you can much more easily separate the information that's known and unknown in your brain. But I think this brings me most effectively to my next piece of advice here. Your job as a DM is to run the world as it is in the given moment that the players are playing it in. The world only knows what's happening now, the present. It doesn't know the future. It barely knows the past, but it understands that the past brought the present. The role of the world is to simply react to what the player characters are putting as output. If you were to play the world as a character, it would simply be forces reacting to the input of the player characters. They do something, the world responds. So, if you want to tell a story as a DM, don't start with the ending or the events. Create the circumstances for that story to begin to unfold, and then set it free. But of course, that's just a theory, and you can play however you want.